Hello everyone, welcome back to EcoFX. Alright, I hope you all had an amazing week last week, an amazing trading week. Hope we were able to take advantage of the opportunities the market presented to us, and we were able to, make some few bucks, make something good last week. Alright, so it's a new week, and we'll be looking at the market for the week. We'll be having the weekly market overview for this new week. All right. So last week was quite exciting. There were a lot of opportunities, and if you watch last week's video, please you can also put it down in the comment section if you were able to, if it was useful to you, if you're able to make money using the video from last week. Very important because we'll just quite look at we'll go over how last week went, but first of all, let's look at what we're expecting for this week from the fundamental aspect. All right, so Monday maybe kind of quiet. We're having some bank holidays from the Swiss franc zone, the euro zone, and also the Canadian zone. All right, so they're having their bank holidays, and but yeah, we may still see volatility coming into tomorrow. There's no bank holiday in the US zone, and on Tuesday, yeah, we should be looking at the CAD CPI. All right, so the Canadian dollar basically it haven't really had a really good economy for months now. If you're looking at their inflation data, although it looks good, but it's still passing across a negative sentiment to investors. They are having their inflation data is coming down, is reducing, and the last 2 weeks they released their job data, unemployment data, and it came out quite positive. But we couldn't see the Canadian dollar, show its strength against other currency pairs. All right, we'll look at that on the chart pretty soon. So the GBP zone also, the governor of the Bank of England having their speech by 6 p.m. Nigerian time or 6 p.m. GMT plus one. But on Tuesday and on Wednesday, yeah, the New Zealand zone they're releasing their policy statement, monetary policy statement, and they plan to leave it steady, the same. GBP having a they're also releasing their CPI. And there'll be FOMC meetings on Wednesday by 7 p.m. GMT plus one. So French manufacturing PMI on Tuesday, Thursday rather, from the Eurozone and also from the pound zone, that's the Great Britain pound zone, and also from the US zone. All right. So well, this week is will be should be exciting also. Because of this news, especially coming from Tuesday to Thursday, yeah. So there's a little bit of tone down in volatility coming into Friday. We're not having so much fundamentals. So yeah, so these are the fundamental rundown for this coming week. All right, so let's go straight into the chart. All right, basically, so like we always do, first of all, we try as much as possible to look at the dollar index. All right, let's look at the dollar index. Let's look at what's happening on the dollar index. Basically it's one of the major, the US zone is one in world, they are ones in world power, and most times when the US index more or less gives like an idea of what to expect in the market, right, generally. So from the technical aspect, from the technical point of view, all right, so let's try to bring out some levels. All right, so last week, if you remember what we said, that there was a level here I drew out from last week. If you watch the video, you should see that there was a level here, and we're anticipating that okay, there would be a retest of this level, more or less the market creating a double bottom and the market's pushing up. But there was a plan B. If there was a break to the downside, definitely we're going to take advantage of sales, and I hope we actually took the sales and we're able to make something from the market. All right, so from this week, let's just see what to expect. All right, so this is a demand zone down here. All right, amazing. So price just took out a major level, closed below from the daily time frame actually, closed below a major support level, right? It was a resistance, acted as support here and broke below it. And definitely, when price breaks below support, what do you expect? A retest and a continuation. So let's scale down to 4 hours to look at things clear. All right, the market looks, this looks really pretty good. All right, you can see how the market responded over here, broke above it, retested it, went up, now broke back. So it's more or less that price should come back into this level again before we see probably buys or maybe break below and continuation to the downside. So ideally, from the dollar index, what I expect is for price to actually really come back to retest this broken resistance, all right, support rather, the broken support for it to act as resistance, and we look for buying or selling opportunities into the zone to the downside. All right, so this looks pretty cool and easy. So the market presented us that kind of opportunity. Definitely want to take advantage of it. Let's look at this from the 1 hour time frame also. So it still looks pretty good. Same way, nothing too complex. So I want to see a little bit of strength in the dollar coming into market open this night. All right, market open this night into this zone at around somewhere between 104.775 and 104.85. Yes, so just between that zone, we look for more, look for selling opportunities. A bearish candle close should at that level should give us something. All right, should give us that confirmation that we may be looking out for, and be targeting somewhere around the low just before this levels to take some profit. So let's go into the euro dollar. All right, so the euro dollar, it's more or less the inverse um the inverse of the dollar index. All right, so basically the same thing. You can see euro pushing strong last week, and closing very solid. All right, closing very solid, but also looking at where euro currently is traded. All right, it's currently trading at a resistance zone. All right, we definitely are not going to neglect that. It's currently trading at a resistance zone. All right, so it's very clear that, all right, price last week price traded into that level, and that level was able to hold for about 2 days. All right, so after price got there, I was able to hold for about 2 days, and find price was finding it, or the market was finding it hard to break above that level. All right, so but let's also look at this level to the downside. All right, this level to the downside, which is another key level we should expect price in case this level holds. This may be like a long-term trade for price to keep pushing to the downside. So let's look at it on the 4 hours. All right, so yes, same thing. So nothing too serious. We just want to wait for a bearish close back below. So a bearish close back into this zone. All right. So when maybe a little push to the upside and it close back into the zone, and definitely we should see some bearish pressure coming and pushing down. That's if dollar index decide to have any kind of strength whatsoever. All right. So we want to see some strength, like some candles, really strong bearish candle close coming before we can decide that, okay, yeah, maybe the dollar is beginning to have some strength again. Right, so basically this is for the euro. But now if we see the euro break above the zone, now let's also look at that. If we see euro break above the zone, all right, break above, then definitely want to wait for a retest into this level, just like a sharp retest. And all right, so let's look at the next level the euro may want to be targeting. So yes, definitely there's a level here too. All right, there's a quick level here at around 109.30, there about 3040, 1.0940 thereabout. So we want to see euro targeting that level again. So on the 4 hours, yeah, it looks doesn't look really far. You can see how price responded to that level before, created a huge push to the downside. And if there's any reason we see euro break above, we want to wait for a quick test and targets levels this level again. All right, so this should be some good opportunity to make some quick money, looking at the fact that there's still bullish volatility on the far. You can see how the buyers or the bulls of the market has been in control, total control of this market for give or take for a month now, for a month. So until we see that changing, we see euro keep pushing to the upside. All right, so let me pick that again. If you're seeing bearish candle close below this level, below this blue zone that my cursor is currently on, you see a bearish candle closing below below the level, they may want to look for sales somewhere just before this next zone below to take some profit. But if there's a break above, yeah, you will just want to be patient for a retest and take your trades. Or if you're a breakout trader, you can actually take a breakout of this level, use your buy stops, and take advantage of the move into this level before price find resistance again. All right. So basically that's for Euro USD. Let's look at the pounds USD. All right, pounds has also here been giving some strength. Basically, it's just the weakness in the dollar. All right, it's just the weakness in the dollar. Right, so even pounds, they actually release they actually dovish on interest rates, and restrictive policy, which hasn't, well, some way it has been giving a positive sentiment to the pounds. But yeah, let's just look at the market also from the technical point of view. It also the same thing on the euro dollar. Pounds is also on a major supply zone on the daily time frame. On the major supply zone on the daily time frame. All right, so and you can see it got there, and as that level has just been holding for about 2 days now, price has been finding it hard to break above that level. So let's see what will happen this week if the weakness in the dollar would continue, and we see you because with the way this candle is, there's a very high chance that this level would not hold. All right, it's a very high chance it's not going to hold. You can see how the bull candles or the buy candles are pretty strong. All right, are pretty strong and bold. Looks like something I want to break above. All right, so yeah, so the same way if you're a breakout trader, if there's a breakout of those resistance or the supply zone, you want to take use your buy stops, and price targets this level to take your profit, your stop loss somewhere below this lows. Yeah, definitely you want to put your stop loss as a level that will invalidate your setup. All right, that will invalidate your setup. And your take profit should be somewhere before this resistance above at price yeah 1.28, yeah 1.28 level, yeah, so somewhere around that level or before the level, definitely. All right, so basically that is for gbps. But if you see the same way, if you see some bearish candle close, strong bearish candle close into this level, then want to look for sales, targeting levels around yes, somewhere around here. Yeah, definitely. So you want to take your profits somewhere around this level, right? Because price actually found buying pressure around this level, not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4 times. All right, and it could even see a fifth time. All right, so this level has been a pretty strong level. So I want to see price come back that level. If we're gonna see bearish pressure coming to the market, I want to take advantage of that, and take a trade down into just into this level. Yeah, it looks pretty far, but trust me, if the volatility comes in, then definitely we should see the market pulling to the downside. So let's go to GBP JPY. All right, so the pound yen. All right, the yen, they have been pretty. I know the yen zone has been pretty bad. All right, and we can see from the daily time frame, you can see how yen has been pulling up and up and up and up and up. Yeah, some good pullbacks, healthy pullbacks. All right, but yeah, the yen hasn't been really giving any positive sentiment from their zone, and they released their GDP data last week, and it also came out negative. All right, came out negative, which gave like a whole lot of strength to, or a whole lot of weakness to the pound. So if you check all JPY pairs, maybe GBP JPY, Euro JPY, NZ JPY, you see each and every one of them pulling to the upside. All right, so let's look at this instrument also. So we're going to look at it from the 4 hours time frame. All right, let's look at it from the 4 hours time frame. So we can see this major level here on the 4 hours time frame, which price recently broke above. All right, price recently broke above that level. It was a major supply zone. Price found resistance around that level. Now broke above on Friday. So basically the same way. Then where's the next level? We want to see price target somewhere around here, yeah, somewhere around the zone. So basically we want to see like a small retest, like a retest. Let's go to 1 hour time frame actually for clarity. Yeah, so we can see how price struggled for quite a number of times. This is on the 1 hour time frame before it broke above. So we want to see more like a retest, Once there's a retest and there's a bullish candle close, you want to look for buys, your stop loss below the level here and be targeting the next level high at 199.00. Yeah, somewhere around that level or before that. Yeah, you want to target those levels to take your profits. But if we see the yen gaining some strength, breaking below these levels, you see some good long candles breaking below these levels. Definitely we want to look for selling opportunities, but it doesn't look like it. But if anything happens, we don't really have control of that market. We can just only speculate and have our predictive analysis. So if we see those candles coming in, you want to take some sales and targeting this level below at 195. Yeah, just before 195 level to take your profit. All right, let's go into commodities. This is oil, right? We have oil, oil, oil. All right, so if you watch our a video, if you watch the video for last week, you will see that you could have made some good profits on oil sales, right? We had our sales around somewhere here, somewhere around this level, and price got there, or there were some push to the upside, all right, but price actually respected the whole analysis and pulled back down massively, and this was good money, all right, this was good money, and it's still somewhere around that zone, not doing so much. All right, so let's look at oil again. It has been ringing on the daily time frame for a long period of time. All right, so for a long period of time, you can see this range on the daily time frame. I mean, so if there's a breakout, trust me, the breakout is going to be huge. Breakout is going to be huge because price is just trying to gather momentum for the next move. For the next move, all right. So let's still extend this a little bit. Yeah. So this is like a major, like a tight consolidation. So basically, if you just want to put your, if you just want to put your buy stops on sell stops below this level, yeah, the buy stops or sell stop below this level or above and below, all right, to take advantage of the breakout. So if you break out to the upside, definitely your buy stops are going to trigger, and the market should keep pulling up to around this level, around here. This is like the next supply zone that price should actually come into at around 84 level, yeah, 84 per barrel level, for price to push. And to the downside, I mean, if price is pushing to the downside, then you want to look at this level to take some profits. Yeah, it's not really favorable. Yeah, it's not really so much favorable for sellers, but yeah, there's enough room for buyers to take their profit than for the seller. So if there's a breakout to the upside, and you may see oil push. Now, if you look at this closely from the 4 hour time frame, you can see that it's more or less giving a vibe of double bottom. All right, if you look at it, this is like a pull down here, um, pull up, you know, retest again the resist that the supports, and you see like a pull up, a pull to the upside. I mean, this is wonderful. Like it looks good, just understanding chart patterns like a double bottom, and it's a bullish reversal pattern. And on the daily time frame, price is actually trading on a supply zone, right? If you look at it here, let me just make it a double line. Right, if you look at it closely, it's like a supply zone. You can see price use the level after it broke above here. We tested it, pulled up, and sitting on that level. See 2 weeks. All right, let me show us that. All right, you can see 2 weeks into that level twice, multiple times, and price still closed bullish. So we want to see if we see a breakout of the neckline, which is this consolidation. Definitely, we should see oil pulling back to the upside. Yes, so and actually good if you just put your pending order, your buy stops around this level. All right, we want to take some good opportunities. All right, with your just make sure that you have a stop loss level somewhere maybe at the middle of the breakout level, at the middle of the consolidation. Just make sure you have a stop loss just in case price fits out and comes back, so you're not caught up in a danger, right? Caught up in danger, right? So let's look at one more instrument before we call it a week. All right, so let's look at German 30. All right, this is a German indices. All right, this is the German indices. So let's look at what has been happening. You can see on the daily time frame, the German indices has been in a massive bull run. All right, has been in a massive bull run. All right, but it has been kind of stalling around the 1819 level. Yeah, around the 19 level, and one between 18,800 and 19,000 and 19,000, 18,800 and 19,000. So price has just been ranging within that zone. All right, so let's look at it on the 4 hours for more clarity. All right, so we can see this level here. All right, let's bring out our zone. Yeah, all right, see this level here, and price actually, it's kind of around that level. When I expected it pushed up now into that level, more or less try to break below, but there's not so much clarity here. No much clarity on this particular instrument. So if I'm to really give a sentiment of this, because of how strong the momentum has been, all right, we want to see if there's a continued push to the upside. Maybe on the 1 hour, let's check the 1 hour time frame here. We see price like trading around the zone. We just want to look for some quick buying opportunities targeting this level. But if price should break below, like see long candles breaking below, wow, we see German 30 pulling back to around somewhere around this level. Let's check the daily time frame again. Yeah, somewhere around this level here. Yeah, somewhere around here. We see the pulling back into these zones here. Yeah, looks pretty good. Right, so we see the stock pulling back, yeah, into this level here. All right, so if you see a breakout to the downside, so we'll just want to be looking for sales, maybe your sell stops below this below Friday's low. Right, Friday's candle low. You want to put your sell stop there below the level. So there's a breakout below that low, then we see it pushing to the downside. You can just try as much as possible to monitor your trades properly, because you're trading against the trend. It's like a counter trend trade. All right, so you want to be very careful so that you don't just get caught up in probably a bullish trend continuation. All right, so but if your trade is activated, make sure you monitor them properly so you are not being caught up, and also use a make sure your risk management level is game. All right, make sure it's game. All right, so that will be all for today's weekly session. Please do well to like, subscribe, comment, and also share this video. All right, so you can get more of these videos. You can get more of them week in, week out, so that we can all look at the market together and make money from the market together. All right, so thank you everyone. Have a wonderful and profitable week.